YouTube, what is up? We are live. We are doing our next video. I'm going to wait for you guys to get here before we do anything. So, just want to give you guys a heads up what I've been doing while we're waiting. We got a little Phillies going on here. Um, Bad play. Castellanos getting his first extra base hit on an error. There we go. Anyway, hey. So we are live. We are going pretty much, in a sense, not going to be all the time, but we are doing this particular one because Target went ahead and gave a discount on trading cards today. That discount pretty much gave 20% off all trading cards. So where I was here in Gaithersburg, Maryland, for work, there was two Targets within 10 minutes of each other. Actually, about 20, but two different directions. But that being said, another home run. This one for Bryson Stott. There we go. We're getting the home runs left and right here. Anyway, they had retail 2024 heritage, so I was like, I gotta do this. See what we can get retail. I only seen one person pulling retail. I think it was Lucky Peter. He was the only one I had seen who had pulled the retail so far. In respects, everybody else was doing hobby. So we're gonna do retail. We're gonna look for all the cool stuff. We're gonna see if hangers are definitely bangers for this product or not. It's hard to really say until we start ripping. So got my hobby box at home. We're gonna go ahead and do this here. Whenever I leave the TV, they hit. Oh yeah, sorry, bud. They're just having a banger of an inning. They got Marsh, who was a double and turned it around and called it a home run, and now that was pretty much a no doubter from Bryson. So we are going to try and keep our eye on the game, but at the same time, we got to open some cards. So let's get to it. Again, people watching this pop on in here, we have our giveaway cards. I've been showcasing them. If you're watching this after the fact, because there's only one person watching at the current moment. So once we hit 350, you'll get one of we'll be giving one of these away. Another one of these away when we hit 400. And 400 will give that and a blaster of what's popular at the time. And then I feel like consensus I've come to my mind, we're going to do for 450 if we get there and I can still get to the stadium, we're going to do Stadium Club from CBP. So Stadium Club. We're going to do two blasters of that for 450. And then Corbin is our 500, and that's our goals. So we're going to try and get to there. So in the meantime, let's start off. We'll go with the simple fat packs. We got 20. We got hopefully some really good cards hiding out in these fat packs. I feel like they may front load a lot of their retail, so they get people hooked. The adage, give them what they want ahead of time. So hopefully they come back and buy it when it's not as full with stuff. So we are going to see. So first ever 2024 Heritage Rip. All right. Start off with a Byron Buxton, Trent Grisham, Strider, Yeimer Candelario, Toussaint, I'm not sure how to pronounce that name. Adley. We got Logan Webb. We got Mason Wynn, good rookie. We just faced him last series and did very well. We got a Trey, Zach Eflin, Kyle Stowers. Check all these afterwards. We got a Eonier Cano cup card. We have a Hunter Goodman, pushed down really hard on his signature for that one. Let's see, we got a Christopher Morel. He's got his trademark whiskers on there. Conforto. Forrest Wall. First time hearing that name. That's interesting. Rookie. We have earned run leaders, or ERA leaders for 2023. We called in Acuna. And nope, that's just a base Acuna. Noah and Samad Taylor. All right. Not sure how they handle the fat packs, if they just intermingle them. So we're going to go take a look. 2024, from what I see, if there's a image variation or something is going to be above the number, and it's anything up to under 100 or below, the exception to 82. And 82 is not. For some reason, they did a weird thing that way, and 407 is. So nothing special out of these. So picked up a bunch of base, but not bad. Let's take a look here on the rookies. Nope, nothing special on the rookies. Okay. So 0 for 1 when it comes to the fat packs. Yo, I'm wrapped up work. Tune in, see what you. Okay, cool. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, so like I was saying before at the beginning of the video, which you probably didn't catch, but got these at Target. Target was running their special, or a special for Circle Week, where every trading card was 20% off in stock and online. So went to a local Target, and they had 24 Heritage. So I was like, okay, yeah, we definitely got to do a Heritage pull. So we're 0 for 1 so far on the fat packs, but I figure why don't we do a little battle, see which is the better options. I mean, I got these at 20% off, so I can't complain. I mean, what was it? It was these were like it turns out to be like $5 each, 5 and change, and then these were 12 down to like $10 each. So nothing dramatic, nothing, if we lose out. Yeah, but you got to go today, Kylo. So if you have a Target, it's open late. Put me on the phone on your AirPods and then go to Target now, because you have to have Target Circle in order to get the 20% off. So, don't turn the stream off by any means. Keep the viewer going, but definitely get yourself to a Target tonight. I'll have another video up soon of other packs that I got at the different Walmart, but not for 24 Heritage. So, all right, so we got most valuable players. Yeah, it's fine. Kettle Marte, not bad. Jose Tena, nice little rookie. We'll sort through them. Actually, let me sort through these now, and we'll just keep them separate. Most valuable players for 2016. That's interesting set that they're doing that. Reed, Jeff McNeil, Seiya, Reese Olson. We have batting leaders. Gaussman, Parker Meadows, Yelich, Yu Darvish. Most valuable players for 57. We have Oswaldo Cabrera, Brendan Donovan. Most valuable for 71. Tommy Edwin, Cedane Raphael. Francisco Alvarez. Make sure I got these in frame. I'm drooping my arms here a little bit. Lars. We got Reese playing. Must have been an older picture because he didn't play at all at CBP last year. Another Samad Taylor, rookie card. Spencer Steer. Starling. Nick Gonzalez, rookie card. Marco Luciano. Gerardo Perdomo. And look for ones without the signatures on them because they're short prints as well. Yes, it does work online too, but it's on. You'll notice online because I looked too. The online cards, they have to say the promo. For some reason, there's a bunch of other cards there that are, I think, not sold by Target, but they are linked, kind of like what Walmart does, where they have sold through somebody else, but they put it on the Walmart site. So definitely, yeah, just logged in online and it's 20% off. I know. So if you're saving up to buy some cards, see what you can get from Target. So Jose Cos, JD. I like how they're doing the All Stars a little differently there with the actual star. Seth Lugo, Casey Schmidt, Clay Holmes, and news flashbacks. Sony launches Betamax. That didn't go well for them. All right, so nothing was flipped around in this. So let's go take a look on the back. 202, 209. So anything that we're looking for above the number, or anything 100 or below, or 407. I think that's the only other short print. No, nothing so far. So far, 0 for 1 on each. So just base packs. So just getting up the base cards going there. All right. Go back to our next. You wanted to come forward? You get to go next. All right, here we go. Hey, the guy who just hit a home run a little bit ago, or their first home run, broke the scoring open. Alec Bohm. Woodruff. Heston Kjerstad, that's a good rookie, fresh rookie card. Alec Burleson. Mark Kana. Corbin. Be nice to get one of his without a signature or some other variant. That'd be pretty cool. Bobby Miller. Robert Garcia, rookie card. Okay, these are some of the they do legends when it comes to the manager card. So Red showing Dest. I don't know how to say his last name. Matthew Liberatore. Blake Rutherford, rookie card. World Series card from Game 1. Tristan Casas. Evaldi is this is 82. So if you see a Nathan Evaldi, don't think it's a short print. Number 82 is not a short print. It's a base card. For some reason was printed in a low number, but 407 was the counterpart in the set that is an actual short print. So they kind of filled the spot with that one. I guess they realized it well after the fact. Declan Cronin, rookie. Josh Young. Colin Shelby. Alex Verdugo. We have Brent Rooker and Angel Felipe. For the soon to be only known as the A's, not the Athletic, or probably the Athletics, but no longer Oakland after this year. 107. Okay. What's that? Yeah, Bryson's up. Or Bryce, not Bryson. Okay, nothing out of that. 2 for 2 on the. Not looking good for the fat packs here. They got to really step it up. Let's go to our next. Hanger pack. And they got some cool sets in the retail where you don't get out of the hobby. Like they have these where it's the 3D cards are strictly a set for Topps in 3D for retail. They also have inserts in respects to it's the Zoo collection is in retail as well. And that one's where they have pictures of animals that are in relation to the a player from the team. Like I saw somebody had pulled a dog that was for Crime Dog. They have the ones that are specifically for teams that are animal themed. They have a particular uh, theme for that, and so on. So keep a lookout for them if you're pulling retail. Um, didn't see any blasters, or I would have gotten blasters against hangers, but they just had a bunch of fat packs, and so that's why we're doing this. But yeah, I got blasters coming. I think I got a blaster coming, and I got two monster boxes or giant boxes or whatever coming from Fanatics. They're going to be shipping soon, and then I have my hobby box sitting at home waiting for me. And I'll probably do that one tomorrow sometime. So there'll be a video up of that. I'm not going to do a live for the hobby. So there's another MVP. Tony Gosselin, Curtis Mead, Pete Crow, a very good rookie. Quinn Prestier. We have 2013 Most Valuable Player. I like how because it's a sideways card for Miggy, they do that way. I didn't realize McCutcheon was MVP in 2013. JT, Gavin. We have Ryan Howard was 2006. That was right before the run to the World Series. Another Game 3 World Series card. Clayton Kershaw, Glaber. We have Prelander. He chases me in 2024. Keep pulling a lot of his cards in variant form. Jazz Chisholm. Yeah, Yoshida Cup card. Jose Rodriguez rookie card. We got a RBI leaders for 2023. Pena, Will Smith, Jose Fermin. We got a Shohei. Hey, look at that. Called a base card Shohei, which is one that doesn't usually. It's a short print in 24, so this is quite literally one of the first. A lot of people have pulled them, but yeah, one of the first actual cards for him in a Dodgers uniform, besides the short print and whatever you get out of Big League. But I haven't opened Big League, so Spencer Horwitz, Drew Waters, Emmanuel Valdez, Daysbel Hernandez. A couple of interesting rookie names for the Braves. Enrique Hernandez. Hey, good old Matt Vierling. See, he's doing very well for the Tigers. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, the show, I've seen a few people get that. It's not really a limited print. It's still the base run, but it's his base card. So Taiwan, still waiting on him to come back and be his win leader self down the road. It looks like we're going to have our first hit. It's a minor hit, but still a hit. It looks like it's going to be a white border. They are a retail exclusive. Actually, I think you get a couple of them in hobby packs. So it's one in every few cards. Marcusio Dubon. We got a Justin Steele in the New Age card, which is very 70s. Lance Lynn is hiding a Harrison Bader on the white border card. So nothing dramatic. It is a low number white border. See, it has writing up there. So it is a hit card. But like I said, it's not a massive hit. I think the odds, let me see, what should say here? White, I don't know. White is, looking here, I don't own the parallels. The red border for Target. White border, yeah, it doesn't say in Beckett, but the odds for a hanger pack Let's see, white border. White border. Okay, here it goes. White border short print. It doesn't specify, just base card. Okay, white bordered is hanger box. 1 in every 6 hanger boxes. So again, fairly minor hit. But we'll take it because it is a hit nonetheless. All right, let's check for others. Yeah, design is more in tune with the year, but again, it's a lot more flashy. So I do feel like 23 was very, very stale of a design. So, um, but I didn't get to ask you. Did you watch the VOD from yesterday? Did you see the JT auto I pulled out of 23? It was that was a surprise. Oh, here we go. Mercutio Dubon is a short print. There you go. So we did catch two. We did catch another short print out of those. So snuck by in the I guess in the hobby or the hanger packs and the retail stuff. They don't flip it around. So we did catch another short print. And Lance Lynn was not. Okay, cool. So you have to go watch after school tomorrow. Yeah, it's towards the end, so you can move. You can forward it through or watch it at double speed or something. But it was the 23 box that had a JT on card real one auto. So I got to figure out how I can do shorts off of a live. So I have to work that out to try and work that out. All right. Pack number 3 on the hanger pack. Let's see. O'Neal Cruz, who's not doing that well against the Phillies at the moment. Although, is that Nick Nelson's not really pitching that well. Alex Call, Dylan Carlson, Liam Hendricks. Game 5 World Series card. Judge, Alcantara. Caden Marlowe rookie. Matt Olson. Devin Sweet. Dusty Baker. Framber. Luis. David Hamilton. Here's a baseball flashback. Gertie's MLB debut card. Sorry, got a little away from me there. On the insert, Kyle Lee, Sparky Anderson, Paul Goldschmidt, Yuri Perez, and Lane Ramsey ends off that hanger or that fat pack. All right, let's see. It is not looking like, unless you want a base build, that the fat packs are worth it. So even though they are low in price, the likelihood of getting any variations, any or any kind of a short print, even very, very low. So hope some people watch this in the in the VOD and decide that maybe you avoid the fat packs altogether. I like the design, D-Lo. Again, you gotta. It's not like 24 where hangers are giving away a lot. 24 Series 1. It is a very much. I guess people consider it a little lower end than Series 1, but I like it. I always like Heritage. I like the old school cards. I mean, it's what I grew up on. So the look of Heritage always got me to the point where it's like, okay, I can get a modern player on a cool old looking card. But like I said, we got to find the sweet spot. Right now, it's looking like the fat packs are just base builders. And then, we did catch a couple of good cards. Shohei's not a hit per se, that's a base, but we did catch a short print there. and then we have the white card. So again, I like it. I'll still open it. I mean, I still have my hobby, so I'm gonna get into that into another video. So we got Reese Olson, but I feel like I gotta figure out what's the best format for retail, and that might be blasters, but we'll have to pull some and see what we get. So all right, we got another one of the batting leaders card. We got Mookie, Nestor, Jared Triolo. He's playing against my Phillies at the moment. It's become my favorite low end product. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to consider it low end because it is such a nice product, especially with some of the parallels and stuff. Like you were watching me pull the real ones and everything else. I think that's good, but overall, I'd still say 24 Series 1 has an edge so far this year. I didn't open any of the that's going to give them a run. Sorry, I got the Phillies game on my phone. I didn't do any of the big league because I feel like that's one of those ones that's really, really kind of. I'd never opened it before, but I feel more comfortable with this, so I kind of just held off. Kind of like how you're holding off on Heritage, for now. But like I did that with big league. So Bobby Miller, Garcia, Blackman, Jackson Wolf rookie card, Jose Ramirez, Varsho, Kessinger rookie card, MVPs for 2022. Goldie's in there, Tila, Luis Arise, Elder, Rayu, Owen White, Wisdom, Encarnacion Strand rookie, Rondon. We have Shohei and Ronald there on the 23. Alika, Dansby Swanson, Olivo, Ovidio. I really butchered that guy's name. I have a point about Big League that I'll make during the next live stream. My biggest complaint about, yeah, I gotcha. Beaver, Nimmo, Lowe, Sawinski, Rosario, Kepler, Rasmussen, Patino, and a now and then of Joe Morgan and Acuna. So for shorts. Yeah, I mean, it's for kids, but you gotta just get that out of your system. I mean, if you really like to pull just about everything that's out there, I mean, I'm a fan of Stadium Club. I've grown to love Stadium Club, and I'll that's going to be that, and this are probably going to be my two sets every year. I'm not a big into Chrome as much, like all the high end stuff. But Luis Patino is a short print. That was number 97. So we did get a second short print. Wonder if color schemes are the same, but probably unlikely. I feel you. It's just, it feels unnecessary. But in respects for kids, looks like Phillies ended up taking it 5-1. Gave up one in the ninth, but there we go. Hoping for some good wins over this week, so we get the Sunday, and we don't have to worry if they do win or lose, because that's my next game in my plan is. Ooh, wow, that was a hell of a play by Bohm to end the game. All right, last Fat Pack. Again, haven't had a single hit in Fat Pack yet, so hopefully we get some last pack magic here. Carlos Estevez, John Gray, Kimbrel in his New Jersey, Berger. Almost looks photoshopped. Joe Kelly, Pasquantino, Coco Montes. Home run leaders for last year. CJ, almost didn't see the signature there. Simeon, Rizzo, Sean Murphy, Johan, my sleeper pick for Rookie of the Year. I feel like this kid, if he starts hitting, he's going to show everybody. He's got the speed in the outfield. He just needs to start hitting more. Diaz, World Series Game 4. I think we've had almost every game but 2 so far for those cards. Barrios, Alejandro Kirk, uh, Cowley, and haven't seen one of his cards before. Might have been a Bowman call-up. And Victory Leaders. I do think the Johan in here is a short print. I feel like I was looking through the checklist earlier in the day, and went ahead and thought I saw that Johan was a lower number, but I must have been wrong because he's not up on the list. He's not up in the numbers there. All right, so we are 0 for 4 for Fat Packs, all base. All right. So let's see. We got 2 packs. 1 pack gave 2 hits of the hangers. We got 1 short out of the last one. And let's see what we get here. Final pack. And then it's up to you if you guys want to stick around. I'm going to try and go ahead and do a couple of examples of how to use CollX. Did kind of say that in the last stream that I wanted to do that. So if you have a little time, you don't mind waiting. I'm not going to be ripping cards. I'm going to be showing that off. I got my iPad here where we can run it on the iPad. So, all right, Red Schoendeist again. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce that. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. Libertor, Fletcher, Novelli, fortunate for him. Salvador, Kyle Bradish, unfortunate for him. Out for the season, Shanuel, Brian Bello, Key Brian, Contreras, Hagen Danner, Kyle Stowers, Yanier Cano, Goodman, Morel, we had that one before, Conforto, Navarro, Vaughn in his New Jersey, Spears, Braxton, Weston, he's a 105. 2014 was Kershaw and Trout. Riley, Trevor Larnach, Uribe, McClanahan, DJ LeMahieu. That's a really nice red, white, and blue border. Flattery, Bogarts, AJ. Well, 2 AJs don't make her. Okay, we'll just leave that one alone. Kyle Tucker, Lamonte Wade. And here's one of those zoo cards. We got Rafi Devers in the New Age. So these are a run strictly for retail. So what they did was for not every team, but for a lot of the teams, they did these zoo inserts. I think it's 15 card set. But for all the animals, they just have pictures of animals. But then for a lot of the other teams that don't have animals, they did animals for players' nicknames. So again, just a simple insert for retail, but I think it's kind of cool getting something like that. It kind of makes you feel like Ginter a little bit, but not quite, as gimmicky. Let's take a look and see if they snuck a short print in here. So unlike Hobby, where the short prints typically have been backwards, these are not. So we got to go do our search. We'll look for image variations as well, and go from there. Weston Wilson is 105. 160. Nope. All right, so a little disappointing on the retail when it came to it. I mean, we weren't spending a lot, so pretty much we were base building on this. So definitely have a lot more. Hopefully we'll have some really, really good hits in 2024 hobby box that's sitting at home, and then the other um, exclusive versions I'll have a video for, and we'll go from there. So, all right. So there we go. We got our actual hit, which was 1 in every 6 boxes. So that you get technically in a case, because I think cases are 20, you'll get 3 of these in potentially hiding in the blasters. We just got a regular Shohei card, but it's his first, actual non-big league Dodgers card that's in high print. And then our 2 short prints, number 17, number 97, and then our Zoo card. So, all right. So Flyers are now winning, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, of course. All righty. So for those of you gotten to this point and want to stick around, I appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and move on to our educational portion of this, not our card pulling. So if you're only here for that, appreciate you sticking around, learning how we do CollX. So take a little sip there. So pretty much here's what we're going to do. I got a bunch of top-loaded cards here. We're just going to grab a handful. Sorry, Corbin. And happen to be starting off with your Albert here, Elo. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to bring up the iPad here. We're going to open up CollX. Now, this is a made for iPhone app. So we are going to be a little bit awkward in respects to how this is going to work, because we can only do so much on the actual app. So here's what it looks like when you log in. Again, it's free. You just got to sign up for it. They give you this nice little fun front page where you can see different things. It has different ways to check in and look. So if you want to go search for Soto cards, it'll give you a quick link to a lot of people selling cards. Now, some of these cards, I feel people don't really understand how to value them. They see what the value is on, like this one here. You see, this guy here is trying to sell this card for $19.50 or $19.15. Same exact card. This guy's being realistic, a $2 card maybe, but it has the ability so that you set the price. And then obviously if you overset the price, you're not going to sell it. People are too smart, they're going to realize that card's overvalued. So it behooves you to actually undervalue it and stuff. So like they have it for SGC, in this case, it's a SGC graded card. You have it indicated there that it's graded PSA 10 or SGC 10, and they have a reasonable price for a graded card, but stuff like that. All right, so that's one. So let's go ahead and do this. This is my collection, right? I do my best to sort through. They let you look at it in list form, let you look at it by set. So if you have it old set card, like I have a Wayne Gretzky hockey card up there for a couple bucks, right? So what you do is, okay, it tells you here, well-lit environment, use a dark background, avoid glares. Okay, so we tell it we want a baseball card. So what we're going to do is we're going to put Albert down. This is going to be the way that it's going to be hard to do on camera because I got to do it this way. So we're going to put Albert down. We're going to take a picture. And what it's going to do normally is it's going to try its best to identify this card. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to get rid of this because I like to do front and back. for my cards. So center it in your picture, front, give a quick flip. Come on. It's got a nasty glare. I gotta do it over here. This is where it gets hard to do on camera. Normally I can just turn the light off. All right. So front and back, it thinks, and this is what turns off a lot of people. It thinks that this card is the Topps Japan Edition Jade Green. Now, obviously, it's not. Okay. But they'll also give different variations of this particular card because the AI is like, okay, it's a variation, but it's not a base card. But maybe it's first edition. No, maybe it's royal blue. Okay, so that's exactly what this card is a royal blue. Number 5. Okay, it's, in this case, I can call it excellent condition or near mint or whatever I feel like this card is. If it's mint, in this case, I would say it's probably an excellent condition card. It'll do its best to kind of pull from what other people are asking for the same card, but also what recent eBay pulls are. Like this guy here, this $10 asking price for a base card is ridiculous. $20 for a base card. So these people are out or overpriced. So who the heck cares, right? So what we're gonna do is, yep, this is it. We're not gonna post it for sale or anything. We're just going to let that go, and now it holds it down here. If I hit this button here, it gives me the chance to say it's not graded if it is, and then I can go ahead and say condition, and then I can go ahead here and enter a price. As soon as I do that, it's on the market. Very easy. If I feel like the details are wrong, I can edit it. I can also send a report to say something's up, this isn't the right, or it's not in the set, or something of that nature. Or I can just remove it. So once this is done, I'll add it to cart or add it to my collection. But in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I don't have it here. I have it here. I'm going to go to 130 point. And I'm just going to go in 20, 23. And this is why it takes me time to do this, because I go through the legwork and then go 5, royal blue, and make sure that I'm close to my comps. So a royal blue. All right, well, in this case, it didn't pull up anything but a graded, so I have to modify it and put Albert. And if you give it just a little bit more detail, you'll tend to find what you're looking for. And if you don't, then you just have to take a stab and see what the price is. Like a gold went for $2. That's the image variation, the golden mirror. And you can just judge it by then. A blue, trout went for $4.50. So if you feel that $2.50 is adequate, as close to what it was, I'll put it up there. It's in my collection. It's for sale. Right? So it'll show, sometimes it'll show down here on the just most recently listed for sales, but otherwise, it's in your collection. It's right there. So ultimately, that's how easy it is. The seller's fees, I'm going to try and not dox anybody on this. Let's see, my sales. These are the people who have purchased from me. Um, again, it's very easy. They keep track of everything. They tell you whether it's in transit, complete, and so on. There's nobody on here that I can think of that I can just pick out and go from there. There are offers. You can go in here. People go ahead and make offers on cards. Like these ones were canceled. Like this deal was never sent to me because the buyer hasn't made an offer. But this person is, if they wanted to, they can make an offer on this card and go ahead and send it to me. And if I feel like it's a fair offer, I can accept it right away. And if I can't, if I don't like it, I can counter offer and come back. So it gives you the ability to go back and forth. Like, for example, this person here, okay, they want $11. This offer is for two cards. All right. Its total listing is $11 between these two cards. If they were to come at me and say, I want $6 for it, I'd say, bullshit. I'm not giving it away for that. I will then go ahead and myself look at the pricing that I have to see if it matches comps. If it matches current comps, then I'd come back with a 10% down offer. And that's usually what my offers are. If for whatever reason they come back and we just go back and forth, and it's ultimately up to me to sell the card. The card doesn't sell unless the person buys it at your price. So, for example, like I said, this guy here offered me, this card was priced a bit higher, but then we had the conversation, and the conversations are here. Okay, sorry, Brandon, if you're happen to watch this. We had a conversation. We came down to understanding. He needed a few extra days to get some money put in there, and then he got it in there. Boom. And then if like this person here, he bought the card, so in a sense, he sent an offer. I countered and went back and forth. We came to agreement. He's okay, and then we've made the deal. Once the card is a deal is made, that's when it's paid. Yeah, yeah. The eBay is okay. I mean, I love the ideas of eBay being able to reach everybody, but their structure is just the worst because you know everybody means everywhere, and you can't get these personal conversations and stuff like that. And what it is okay. Once you make a sale, right? Once you make a sale, I really try. I'm really going to try my best not to dox anybody because it comes with their information on there. Yeah, see, I'm trying not to. So it makes a sale. It tells you, okay, your fee. So $1.50 card, I'm only paying 15 cents, right? I'm only losing 15 cents. So if you kind of figure that out when you're putting it up, like that one for like this Albert 250, I'll lose a quarter when it sells, if it sells at that price. So, and again, I'm going to just shoot through here. It gives you as soon as you're done, right? And it's paid. The seller pays the price. It gives you tracking. It gives you a way to get a printing label. It gives you a way to print a packing list. And it shows you, if you do a packing list, it'll show you um, what the person paid. So that, if for some reason there's like a multitude of cards and you're like, man, like I'll give you an example. But my buddy here, we had this discussion because he had a bunch of other cards on there that he wanted for a cheap price. So still to feel like he fleeced me a little bit, but because some of these cards were low numbered, but I rechecked their values. I looked, they weren't going for that high. But he has all of these cards that he got from me for what I ended up, in this case, $2.60 for 23.40. He had to pay shipping on top of that, so that's why he was trying to get it for a lower price, right? So in a sense, that is done. Now, once a deal gets done, the deal works multiple ways. Once they sell it, you have 30 days to ship them the product. Once the product is shipped, you mark it down here. It'll give you like it says market shipped. Boom, that's where it goes here, ready to ship. than in transit. Once it's in transit, they'll get tracking, and tracking will come up, and you can go ahead and see it. It's it gives you a scan. Now I'm learning that the post office doesn't understand those scans that well. So, but it is tracking. So it gives you a way to go ahead and do it. And then once they collect it, once it's delivered, they have 3 days to mark it that they received it. If after 3 days of it stating it was delivered to them, then the money automatically goes into your account regardless if they marked it that they received it or not. When they mark it received, then it tells you money's been deposited. It gives you a chance to do the buyer rating, which means, what you do is you just rub your finger across for, this whole bar, and you can set a rating. Most of the time it's going to be 5 stars and stuff like that. So, but yeah. Now, one thing I got to say about CollX that I like as well, you can put in what you're collecting. I don't have a PC, so I don't really, go ahead, but they deal with all of these type of cards. You can set yeah, so if on baseball, you can search up particular players so that this way, if somebody's looking to buy something and they have something that you might like, they can offer it up as a trade. Haven't done any of that yet, but there's a lot of trading that can go on. If once you become a pro member, you can go ahead. It's $10 a month for pro, right? Where's that? It's up here. $10 a month for pro, and they give you $10 back in credit every month in order to spend within CollX, so you can buy cards and stuff like that. But here's some of the other discounts you get. You get Card Dealer Pro, which is what I was trying to tell you about, Delo, where they let you go ahead and do a complete scan of a lot. It's very similar to this, in fact, but it also lets you um, sell directly to eBay and other marketplaces. And now even though they were giving a discount on the prospect plan, which is, for a certain amount of card scans, um, they're allowing you to put it directly back into. So you could go there and then still sell on CollX, still sell on eBay, and so on and so forth. They give you a whatnot, credit if you sign up for it. Fanatics Live has their own little code for it. These are a bunch you can get. BCW gives you, that code works pretty much all the time for 10% off. I've used that once already before. Oh, come on. There it goes. A couple other things: stand-up displays, ion cases, so on and so forth. Um, yeah, so they have a lot of just built-in discounts for that. You can export the collection if if you needed to. They can go ahead and so here's the Pro. Unlimited cards in your collection. Cool. Thanks for following me, Dilo. $10 monthly credit to buy cards. Print checklists. Export your collection. Chat with the AI if you have any questions about certain things. That and the other. Pin cards to the top of your collection. Your most valuable, or stuff like that you want to sell. Your listings get featured in Explore screen at times. Priority live chat. This, that, and the other. Family share, which is what I'm doing with my son. Instant status with the pro badge, and then when you share, like I do on, I think I pinned it to my Twitter. It'll actually give you a live update on your on that particular post. That's why I pinned it, of where you're at. As you increase your card value, lets you. I mean, the pretty much the pulling out of the account is for your money is next day. I mean, it says it could take up to, depending on your bank and stuff like that. Every time I withdraw money, it was in my bank account the next day. If you're going to card shows, it'll let you print out your checklist so you can see what you have. That's a cool thing. It lets you, the AI, like I said, this is a new company, people or feel like, oh man, it doesn't scan my cards well, blah 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 blah, and that's because the AI is still gathering the information. So, but yeah, I mean, it's really really nice. Lets you put accepting offers, lets you set a discount. So if somebody says if they're going to buy $50 from me, okay, worth of stuff, they get an automatic 10% discount, right? Which is perfectly fine, and that shows up, when they buy, when they look in my profile. You can set a minimum if you don't want to sell anything below a certain amount. This is the kicker right here. Buyer pays shipping. CollX will generate. So if you have, like, I have a thermal printer for labels. I just print my label out, stick it on, go. It lets you go ahead, and if you're going to do default, which is envelope, all right, you track a package, 75 cents for an ounce. So that's pretty much one or two or three cards, maybe. Dollar for 2 ounces, dollar and a quarter for three. Anything 3.5 or $50 in value will be sent as a package, and the package could be anywhere between 3 to 5, depending upon how much it is. You can set the weight for a raw top loader, right? So that they can figure it out. So in this case, you know, um, two or three, ounces, or two or three top loaders, and then graded weight and stuff like that. So you set this, right? That's that. And then you can add in taxpayer money, so they can go ahead and get you once you've gotten around to it and so on. So yeah. So I love it. This, it gives you a kind of an idea. So I have almost 1,700 cards on here. I have a value on my stash of what I've set for almost $4,700. This is the amount of people following me. Thanks, Tilo, for the most recent. You can go in here and look at what their cards are. So, for example, if I wanted to go, so what's this guy have? This guy here has 1,500 cards. I can see, so this is what he's collecting, what he has in his listings, and what you can see, from there. If you want to, offer trades, if he has anything in his collection that's not for sale, like I, for example, where's mine at? So I, for example, have my prized possession. Come on. The internet in this hotel is very, very slow. Right here, not for sale. Pin though, but not for sale. So, but also, you know, it's raw. You can go here and see, okay, nobody really has, only two users have this card. So that's the AI. That's a little annoying. So, oh, shut it. Okay. So this guy also has the same card, but he also didn't take a picture of the back. So, yeah. So, in a sense, it's a way that you can see, okay, well, if there's a 1 out of 5, you can see if if everybody has up to 5 on there and stuff like that. Yeah, sorry, AI. I didn't mean to talk to you. Anyway, so yeah, so it's very simple, very easy. They have a lot of databases. They're always expanding. Um, you know, once you get used to it, like I said, I started it to just collate where my cards were. I didn't care about selling at the time. It was just one of those things where I was just like, yeah, all right, I got to get my cards somewhere. Um, you know, for this, it lets you sort them out and so on. So, but it was just like, all right, I gotta figure out what I have, and it lets you fill in your collection, and stuff like that. All right, well, I don't have this one, but I want this one. Well, here's everybody who has this one. Let me see if I could buy it from them and stuff like that. Makes life easier if you're a collector and stuff like that. So, and then you get down here to say mosaic, or something like that. So, It's just such an easy kind of collation device if you have a ton of cards, but then gives you the option to go ahead and just say, well, I'm going to sell this one too, and if somebody's looking for it, great. The downside to CollX is it doesn't have the market that it doesn't have the views that eBay has. I mean, I've made let's see, yeah, I've made several hundred of, like I said, I've made several hundreds of dollars off of here since I started selling. Um, but nothing dramatic. I mean, I think I've it's been like maybe $300-400 off of here. So nothing too bad. But if you're casual, if you're not looking to do a full on approach of an eBay store, 10% in fees, customer gets really good deal. Like I ship in cardboard not even 6x9s, cardboard sleeves, so I don't have to go ahead and cut cardboard like you do, Dilo, where you cut cardboard and you put them in there. I just put print the checklist, fold it into a nice little cup for it, put this, slide it in, put the label on and ship. And it's because they're only paying a quarter, 75 cents or a quarter, and it's prepaid shipping, and they print the we just print the label. It's very, very quick and easy, and I feel like I'm not getting ripped off. So, all right, I've been talking for a bit. You guys got any questions for me? I know, D'Lo, you've been sitting around and you've been probably just listening to me ramble on and go through this. I mean, I appreciate you, but like I said, I've been wanting to do this for a while, at least get it out there. I might do a separate video or see about cutting this down or something like that to kind of let people see it. But yeah, I mean, it's not perfect. I will emphasize that at all times. It is not perfect, but for what you're paying, $10 a month, which they give back to you in store credit every month. Now you got to use it in that month or you lose it, but you'll get 10 more the next day. So you can use that free money to buy stuff. You get unlimited space, and you just got to do a little legwork once you scan a card. So we scan that one. So let's do another one. Let's do Nestor, right? I forget where the camera is on this. And that's terrible light. I don't want to take that light out. So I'm going to do this off camera just because I can get a better light. And then sometimes they'll pick it up right away. Sometimes they won't. So now it thinks it's still the Japan edition, right? But the card's right there. So, and it has an estimated price, so it's like, okay, maybe that's correct. So we go in here. We go condition. I'm going to say excellent again. It's not graded. But then we need a selling price. So it says estimated selling price is 70 cents. Let's check 130. Let's see. Again, now I would have a computer up next to me, this way I don't have to leave the app all the time. I'm just doing it on here. So, but makes it easier just to keep it up and say, all right, that's 143. Nestor. And then, boom, a blue one sold for a quarter on February 16th. $1 for standard on April 11th. Yeah, so the blue, and that was the best offer for a quarter. I don't know how somebody can sell it for a quarter and expect to make money, but it is a royal blue. Like this guy has one up for $5 on eBay. Doesn't make any sense. But he sold it with shipping at $1.12. Well, we know our shipping's 75 cents. So at a quarter for a comp, maybe I'll put it up for $1 and see if somebody will buy it with something else. So let's just do that. But it's up to me. If it doesn't sell, it just sits there, right? Boom, posted. And that's it. That's all you got to do. And now that card can go for sale. And anybody can go in and just buy it. And then if they buy it without arguing, all this stuff's good. You get your notifications up here. And then, like this guy, this car sold to Brady has been delivered. So this person got this card, which is okay, it just says this town. It was a regular base Ellie, right? It's delivered. Now I'll try and cover up his address here if I can. All right. It says it's delivered, and if you come down here, it says buyer must confirm receipt in 3 days. If the buyer doesn't take any action in 3 days of delivery or 30 days of shipping, if not tracked, the transaction will be marked as complete and payment release. Boom. That's simple. I've had only one person come at me for a refund, and that was because it was like 2 weeks and the shipping never pinged. So it was a card that had sold, or a couple of cards that had sold that were a little thicker. Like I'm learning now that selling multiple cards, including a couple of relic cards, sending them in the top loaders is not not especially the thicker top loaders, has to be a certain thickness to be able to go through the scanner on the plain white envelope because they're very thin scanners. So what I've been doing is the actual card savers that you use to send in the graded cards with, I've been starting to put them in there. Now, if it's a single card, like somebody bought this Kirby from me, I'll just send it with the top loader. I mean, what's top loader really, right? And then the, if it's multiple cards that are very low level value cards, I'll go ahead and do a little something, depending on the thickness and everything else to kind of just keep them protected. Because like I said, I send them in cardboard mailers. So I don't want to put something sandwiched between cardboard, or or if I do use card savers, I'll do that and then put tape around it so they're secured and stuff like that. So, but ultimately, if I put this Corbin up there, right? Let's see if it's even up there. Hold on, let's take a look. So let's go into home. Okay, yep, something went wrong. Of course it did. We're gonna go Corbin, Carroll. Nope. All right, Corbin, Carroll, player. All right. Now, let's see. All okay for sale. All right, so now you can drill down here. So let's see. Shipping, condition, grade, rookie, autograph, numbered. Yes. Apply. All right, so far the only numbered Corbin card on the market is this MLN. Okay. So you can also look it up by what the card is. So 2024 Series 1, 156 Corbin. So yeah, so none of the cards are up there. Like this one's mine. It's my Ellie. Or not my Ellie, my Novelli. I'm keeping him up there. Noelvi, just in case he comes back and with a vengeance after his PD, kind of like what Tatis did. But yeah, so again, nobody has this card out there, at least on the market. I could set the market price, but as you can see, you have Zach Geloff, Topps Chrome, top loader card, right? Autographed. Guys wants this, it's not numbered, got a high price on it. Well, whether he's going to sell it or not, it's up to him, right? Because he might have overpriced it. And sometimes it'll say in here if the asking price is too high, it'll tell you. Like I'll show you here real quick, and then we'll kind of call the video here. So say for example, I go price highest to lowest, right? So these are some of my higher price cards, right? I got the one you got me. Now that one you got me, okay, it's saying, but there's a reason for this. This card here, the one that you pulled me below, it says the asking price is too high compared to the average market value of $3. We know this card is not worth $3. It's a SSP. So when I went ahead and been reported for having incorrect information. And that's because when you go and search it, so if you have a problem with how it was done, you go in here and you search it. So this is 2023 Stadium Club Corbin. All right, so we have to do Corbin Carroll. All right, so it brings up all the listings for Corbin Carroll, right? So Stadium Club, if it has a picture, it'll post a picture, right? So this one here is the 91 version. This one's the 93 version, or whichever one's the opposite. I forget exactly which one. It gives the letter designation as that it's a variant, SP, SSP, or whatever. It doesn't recognize the fact that this particular card is an SSP because there's not much out there and there's not much for the database to work off of and to pull, or even stuff that's for sale on eBay. So if I put this back into 130, right, so we have, what is that? 2023, come on, 2023 Stadium Club Corbin Carroll SSP. Okay, so members only, that sold for 86. Chrome gold minted for 84. Exact same card, 91 variation. Right, sold on eBay, bid. So I don't really like bid that much because you can never really tell if the card's really worth it. But it sold for $60. Okay, this one down here, best offer accepted for $82. So, and that was what, March 24th, and this one up here was March 31st. But it's bid against best offer. So that's a tough one to judge, but it's definitely not $2.96. So I can't do anything about that except put a comment on it. Yeah, this thing's getting a little wonky. I have to close out and restart. But yeah, for whatever it is, that's CollX. And again, I feel it's worth considering, because of the fact that 10% is nothing. I mean, not nothing, but it's nothing in relation to all the seller's fees, all the other stuff, all the headaches you got to deal with out of eBay. It's just ridiculous. And for me, because I travel, I'm never in front of my collection more than a couple days. So I just need to be able to boom, 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 get it done and get it out. And that's what works for me, So if I am home all the time and I'm not traveling, maybe I'll do the Card Dealer Pro where I can push cards, in bulk to those, because there's a lot of good with Card Dealer Pro. Card Dealer Pro. but it lets you, again, it lets you go ahead and use their software, which is a little bit more. I mean, I downloaded it once. So it's getting a little laggy with the internet. Yeah, as you can see here, lets you scan high intensity scans of cards that quick. So, and it goes ahead and does front and back scans on each card as it drops it in and through top loaders. So you don't have to worry about it damaging the card at all. And lets you go ahead and do scans from graded cards too and stuff. And it lets you get the information quickly. If you got to tinker with it or modify it or anything, and then post it that quick to eBay, to CollX, to all the other ones. This is what it gives you free for 90 days if you're a CollX member. It's just my finger. It's not recognizing my finger. No, it's not. But it lets you eBay, Shopify, and now CollX is another support with it. Yeah. So this is my next avenue, before eBay, is because it will do eBay, but in a sense, it's not. And it has the Mac and Windows, and I'm a Mac guy. So, but yeah. So this is something to look into if you're considering doing eBay, as well as CollX, as well as a Shopify store and stuff like that. My next step might be this, because that'll open up the range a little bit more. Yeah, this whole thing needs to kind of close out and go. But yeah, so that's it, man. So, oh, and by the way, I'm on Bunt too. I don't know if you have time to tinker on your phone at work and stuff like that, and if you're watching videos like me and stuff. But Bunt is a fun thing to do. Me and my son are into it. It's just card collecting, um, in a different way. It's just a digital way to card collect. Um, Gives you, just stuff to kind of tinker with. It's a game, but it lets you do it with cards that you're seeing out there, like for here, like the newest sets are the heavy hitters. They put them out there. You can get digital versions of the cards. I don't know if you've seen. I actually seen people selling digital cards on eBay. Effing ridiculous that people would do that, and it's kind of a way to kind of like sneakily get people to give you money, kind of scamming you. But, it lets you be able to get cards you never really would probably have a chance to get your hands on, you know. Like I got a couple of these which they classify as iconic, which are very limited global counts, right? And then what's it called? Then you got your iconics. I got a Santa Claus from '93, tops, which it's amazing. It was kind of fun because I got into it right around Christmas. Like you get 2024 cards, they just put different sets out there. So Stadium Club Ichiro, Green Signature, that kind of cool. So like the Griffey set. So you're into cards, like I've gotten into now, like this is just a nice little fun companion thing. It lets you do trading. Where's it here? There's the trades. These are some of the trades. This is the most recent one that somebody wanted to trade me. They wanted to trade me this, which is a 147 global count card, right? For signed Reese Hoskins, that's 196, 169. So a little bit more, rare of a card, but at the same time, I'm like, nah, I'm not doing it. So, but it lets you complete sets. And when you do end up completing sets, they they give you these these special cards, and they give it to you in a box loader style, or not a graded type style, which is cool. It lets you kind of chase certain things. like for example, like I have this base set complete. So I'm gonna, once this timer's up for this holiday set, I'm gonna get this card as a unique top loader and so on. So it's kind of just a fun thing to do, and I got a lot of downtime just sitting around doing stuff. But you know, it's something that you can chase, something like that. So keep an eye out for that if you're looking for me. I'm on there as well. So anyway, all right, D, I'm gonna call it about an hour 20. So appreciate you sticking by and wanting to learn that. So appreciate you watching my lives. People who are watching this on the backside, thanks a lot, man. Um, or man, I say that generally. But keep an eye out. I got a couple more videos cooking. One from the one that I did at the beginning of the week, and I think I just did another. I just did another one before this, so they'll be out in succession, and then there'll be a video for my 24 hobby of heritage. So there we go. All right, peace. See ya.